My name is Ibukun, and there is no new venture under the sun.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Vocational Podcast. If you're a returning listener, I'm so glad to have you back. If you're new here, it's great to have you. I hope you stay. I hope you become a repeat listener, and I hope you truly learn something for yourself or for someone you care about. I have with me a very good friend of mine. So Ibukun and I have been friends since I begun, I think, my second degree at the University of Waterloo. How did we meet again?
Man, we see it's not really not even that much, man. We literally just were in the same building. We were hanging out with a bunch of Nigerians. And then you pulled up, and I was like, "Hey, oh, who are you?" You're like Jessica. I said Ibukun, and then I think life just like worked out from there.
Yeah. And it was one of those nights where, everybody is studying because engineering. And we just ended up in the same study space. That's how Ibukun and I met. And since then, we've been guys. So today I have him on the podcast, and he has one of the, should I say, more stressful jobs that I know of.
Okay,
Honestly, because you've told me that you've been awake by like 2 a.m.
I mean, relax.
Okay,
Relax.
I'm just saying.
I mean, yes, those are
I'm
true,
just
but like,
saying.
relax.
I'm just saying. So, which do you prefer? A really, really slow day with not much work to do, or a really stressful day with too little time to achieve everything you want to do?
Asks involves basically says like one question literally says slow day, nothing is happening. Second question literally says is a stressful day.
It is a stressful day because you don't have enough time. Let's say the major stressor is you don't have enough time to finish what you really want to do.
Okay, I think I prefer having a slow day. Uh, allows me to I get more to maximize my time a little bit.
Even at work?
Even at work, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's slow day.
What's your favorite app to draw on? So you've mentioned, or at least I know,
Yeah.
that you do a lot of design work. Like, I mean, just drawing. So
Yeah.
tell us about that, please.
It depends. Actually, my favorite app to draw is Procreate, is the app on iPad.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. I enjoy the brushes there. They even got a recent updates where they just gave us a bunch of new brushes.
how long have you been using? So what was the first time you used
First I used Procreate. Oh my gosh, that is. I like saying how long it is because I feel like partially is you're using it for this long. I should be a master at this point, but I'm not even close to any of that. But using Procreate now since making me feel old since I was like 20, that was 20, 21.
I am saying, I mean, how old are you? Anyways.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't Procreate, which would it be? Like if you had to rank them, so if Procreate is your very first, who is this? Which is the second, the third, second and third?
Second and third. Okay, so second would be for drawing would be Autodesk Sketchbook.
I've never heard that. I think Autodesk
Just called
actual.
Yeah, this is good. It's just called Sketchbook, but it's Autodesk that made it. Funny, I tried to apply to Autodesk and then I bombed the interview, but like, but yeah, and Sketchbook, and then probably either Photoshop or Krita, but I could not.
Krita.
Krita, Krita, Krita.
Oh, who makes that one?
I literally have no idea. My main problem is with Krita and Photoshop, I just did not have the patience to sit down and learn them like that.
Oh, is it like editing in CapCut compared to DaVinci Resolve?
A little bit, but so at least for what's it called now for Procreate and Autodesk Sketchbook, you can learn on the iPad. So that was just an easy thing. Like if you used to just drawing on paper, you can go into that.
Good. Okay.
But if I do Photoshop or Krita, these are desktop applications. So if you don't have a drawing tablet, you will struggle a little bit. But I did have a drawing tablet, but some drawing tablets don't have screens on them. So you literally have to like use the drawing tablet that has no screen and use your actual screen and draw with that. So literally you're drawing like this is the tablet, this is your screen, this is how you draw.
Oh, so it's just like a pad and a stylus.
Yeah, I still have the pad in my house and everything. I'm still trying.
Use it?
I still practice it. I still try to like get back into it every once in a while. But I already have an iPad, so it's not like Why would I go through this pain when I can just easily go to my iPad and get stuff done that way?
I mean, at least whenever you run out of, hobbies, you know what to go back into. So, Naruto, Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titans, Kiss, Marry, Kill.
So marry easily Attack on Titan off rip. Kiss is Naruto, then kill is Jujutsu Kaisen.
Why are you killing Jujutsu?
So sorry, I don't get. See, I don't know whether just as time has passed or something.
Okay.
JJK, I love like the new gen, like Momo new gen anime has just not been hooking me as much.
Okay, so you're saying that you're too old for us.
Nah, I mean JJK is fun. I guess maybe it's just when I watched Naruto didn't have as much hype as when I watched it. But JJK has a lot of hype, at least to me, and it just feels like that maybe that's affecting my perception of it. Because I watched the first 2 seasons and I was like, oh, that's it. Like this is what is making everybody go.
So you feel like because people had hyped it up so much, it's affected like your own perception of it.
Maybe a little bit, because even though AOT like Attack on Titan, people hype it up and I hype it up too.
I feel like people hype Attack on Titans even like way.
Yeah, I was watching AOT as the hype was going
So you're part of the hype.
I was part of the hype man for AOT. Now for JJK, after our JJK post like hype, and I was like, what? And see, it would have been. I think my bar between like Naruto and JJK is almost the same. It's just that because I wish Naruto post hype too, because everybody's like. Naruto is almost like a formative thing to everybody.
Okay.
And I watched it and I was like, that's it. I watched
Okay. I'm not here to judge anyone, for sure. One Piece.
Okay.
Avatar The Last Airbender.
Oh, this stuff then.
Death Note.
Okay, you made it really tough. Really tough. That's a tough one. Okay. Who would I? Well, because it's fuck, marry, kill.
Kiss, marry, kill.
Kiss, marry, kill. Okay. Kiss, marry, kill. Oh my gosh. Kill. I gotta give it to me. I gotta kill Death Note. I gotta kill Death Note.
As the name implies.
Kill Death Note. I still believe Avatar as one of the best shows created period. So that's Mary. And then Kiss is gonna be One Piece.
One Piece, okay.
That was a tough one.
Okay. You know what? Since it's quick fire questions, we're not going to settle into his answers and judge him for it. Okay. So, leg day, upper body day, cardio, kiss, marry, kill.
Oh, that's an easy one. Oh. Okay, see, so cardio. So is there easy one to? So cardio, do you just mean running or do you just mean like playing sports?
Any form of cardio.
Okay, so I like playing basketball. So I was reading anything outside of basketball, soccer, that's like kill for cardio. So so if I'm not
if it's treadmill, if it's stairmaster, kill.
Stairmaster, running. Hell, even if it's supposed to jog as for warm up, kill. So cardio, kill. What's the other one? Kiss, marry, kiss. Oh, kiss is. Wait, what are the options again?
So upper body, legs, cardio.
Oh yeah, marry, upper body.
Okay.
And then kiss, leg day, and kill, cardio. When you said leg day, I was ready to call leg day kill.
See, especially if your gym has like stairs.
Leg day's been tough, man. I literally had to. I remember that everybody for some reason puts like push or upper body on Mondays.
Yeah.
I'm like, why does everybody have the same idea?
It's because like on Fridays we're like, okay, at least if I do leg day today, I have the weekend to cry about it and heal. I have the weekend to recover.
Right.
That's why.
I had to switch my leg day to Monday now, just because every other person
is doing it here, and then all the racks are like full, and you're like, well, I guess I'm not going to work out then. I guess I don't deserve to be fit.
Yes, I remember.
So,
yeah, all that.
Yeah, okay. Last quick fire question. Which is your favorite Nigerian food? It's a very tough question. I've asked every single Nigerian I ask, they can't ever like pick which is their favorite Nigerian food?
I always pick something stable. I always pick like it's a very stable thing. It's like amala, with and stew, and I call it there.
You think that's stable?
Yeah, that's it. It would.
Isn't like jollof rice the staple one?
Yeah, I'm a Yoruba boy. Amala, with and stew is the staple in my house now. It's normal.
Okay. So that's your favorite Nigerian meal?
I mean, it's easy. Yeah, yeah. Just
if they bring moi, it doesn't compare.
It doesn't compare now.
Plantains don't compare.
That's easy. Plantain gets.
I think you see.
But like, yeah, you said. See, I like. It's like telling me between like chicken and turkey. I like both a lot. I prefer turkey.
And you know, you have a preference.
I prefer turkey to chicken, yes, but like, but it's all about you want the meal, right? So
I promise you, the meals don't have feelings. You don't have to compromise.
I like you want when you look at the meal itself. Amala with and stew with like the choice of meat in there. That's it. Can even put because even not being plantain, I'll still find a way to eat that and have the plantain with to me as a side. I'll see it.
You will eat plantain.
I won't mix it together.
Ewedu, amala, begiri.
There's a bit of bakery coming. I mean, bakery can be in there, but I bet the bakery coming.
I've never had a cultist on my show.
This is wow.
I've never had one. Wow. This is fun. New experiences, people.
Wow. Okay.
I've had different combos. Plantain and ewedu.
It's not combo. It's just there. It's just there. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you have it, guys. Ibukun Sani. Describe the current job you do in 3 words.
I solve problems. Oh, you just mean 3 descriptive words.
3 descriptive words.
Technical problem solving kind of counts as 1 word.
Okay.
Cloud.
Cloud.
Like in the cloud.
Like in the cloud, like where it falls from.
Everybody knows what the cloud is. Right?
Everybody doesn't know what the cloud is. So please describe what you mean by cloud.
Internet. I'll go with
Internet. Okay, very fun. So what did you study? And where did you study it to be able to do a job that can be described in those 3 words?
There's a journey. So there's that undergrad electrical engineering with a math minor.
And where was that?
I did that in America in a school called known as Villanova University.
Villanova,
yeah. Yeah, for those who watch basketball, you probably know the school like a lot. That's Jenny Bruson's alma mater. Oh. So yeah, Jenny Bruson, Josh Hart, and Miko Bridges. Dr. DiVincenzo was there. Yeah.
So like it's a well-known like basketball school.
Yeah, well-known basketball.
That you ended up liking basketball. Like,
I knew basketball before then, but like obviously I had no point to like basketball after going to basketball school. But yeah, so yeah, it's a well-known basketball school, and then obviously like. There's a lot of like it was a good school just for like a good college experience, I would say. Yeah. If like obviously you come to school to come and study, but if you also wanted to have like a college experience,
a well-rounded college experience.
My parents my dad literally sent me there because see, I know you like your math and science and engineering, but the school forces you to do humanities subjects. So you have to go in there and be reading philosophy books.
Really, like as part of your degree requirements, you must do like
I must study. I must read like philosophy. I must read theology.
Oh.
I had to engage in. There was something called Augustinian Studies, which is just a fancy English literature class, English lit class essentially.
Oh.
So I had to read and write and all that.
Was that fun?
It was interesting because, literally, I came into class. I came into class in the first week or so, went to my professor like, hey yo, this is not my suit. This is not my field.
Anything I write for you, please accept. If I write Mary had a little lamb,
please accept.
That is what I know.
Like this is just not me. And she was like, yeah, but no, just try and put yourself in. And I ended up getting like an A- in a lot of those classes.
Okay, so like you actually ended up enjoying the experience of combining an engineering degree with humanities as well. That's something that Villanova actually...
Yeah, that was something that was good. I guess that was good for my...
Is that the only school that you know of that does that? Like, do you know of any other universities that's kind of forced?
I don't know. I'm not even sure about the schools. I'm sure there are other schools that did. Mm-hmm. I just didn't know schools because I know that Georgia Tech doesn't do it. I know Drexel University doesn't do it. I'm not mentioning the schools that like I know friends personally in there who tell me that they didn't do it. So, but that's about. I know. Okay, Urbana-Champaign doesn't do it. Because these were like schools I was actually looking forward to go in.
Okay. So did you pick Villanova because of that added?
No, my dad. I told you my parents picked that because of that added part.
Okay, very African. Your parents pick your school, not you.
The thing I did because really agreed because initially I applied to go to. I wanted to go to MIT. Then I saw the requirements. I just said I gave up. But then I applied to what's it called again? So I applied to Urbana-Champaign, Georgia Tech. I look at the top 20 schools, and I was like, okay, I don't want to look at the top 10. Let me just look at number 10 to 20. I was like, let me aim high, but let me be more realistic. So I chose Georgia Tech, Urbana-Champaign, and I was at a lot of other schools, but I got waitlisted for Georgia Tech and Urbana-Champaign.
Okay.
And I was like, maybe I'm good enough to be taken, but I wasn't good enough to like beat other people. But ultimately, they didn't take me. They were like, sorry. I was like, so I just went to Villanova.
That's fine as well. I mean, it's gotten you to where you are now, so that's all well and good. So, within your engineering curriculum, was there anything you learned that you currently apply in your job right now? Your day to day.
I find it so funny when like low key, because even what I'm doing right now is very AI. Obviously it's AI related. I have to use AI, and so something as little as part of the job is when you get to the job is a lot of abstraction involved in the job. So it's like, there's a.
What do you mean by abstraction?
So let's say you understand what works. Let's say you understand what works under the hood, right? So I don't want to go. So it's hard to how do I break this down a lot more? So let's say, can I use like literal math?
Yes.
Literal math to describe.
By all means.
So in Python there's a package known as NumPy, which like simplifies a lot of like math calculations for you.
Okay.
So you want to do something like matrix multiplication, you just type in matrix multiply whatever.
Okay.
But everyone knows that. But if you're not like seeing under the hood of like, how much computation is being done on the hood, let's say I have a 3x3 by multiplied that 3x3 matrix. When that happens, that's like almost 80. I may be exaggerating, but there's the upper bound that there's 81 different calculations going on. Okay. So you have to be aware that like, and each one adds computation as you do it each time, right? So you don't necessarily need to know that as much, but you understand that like, you can call NumPy to do a matrix multiplication. Okay. The job is not necessarily required to know that. They may not necessarily require to know the computational aspect under the hood like that.
Can I interrupt you? So that's very deep math that you've gotten into.
Yes.
Right. My question is, if we see the job title, does it give you an idea that is as much math you would have to be considering in your day-to-day?
It does not. I don't think there's not that much of an expectation for it.
Really?
My job does not it just right now because they want someone who knows how AI works. Yeah. And AI is just I literally said this in my interview. It's just math on steroids.
It's was the job title that was marketed to you?
The AI product developer.
An AI product developer.
Yeah. Essentially, right now, what I do is basically regular software development. But I'm just having to use AI to help modernize. So I have to just modernize. It was a legacy company. Okay. So I have to help modernize the technology and then use AI to help in that modernization.
And what is their technology for? Is the company an AI company? So what is their technology for?
Recording software.
Oh, could you describe that a little bit more?
Because I'm trying to think of one app that it's almost like I work on. I'll say Premiere Pro. I work on the camera on your phone.
Okay.
I work with cameras, so a bunch of it is just
like iMovie.
Because iMovie is like an editing software.
Okay, like an actual recording. So like GarageBand, maybe.
Maybe GarageBand is closest, but it's for cameras. So it's almost literally like the camera app on your phone. Except it's just primarily for recording audio. Okay. Recording videos. Okay. Primarily that. So a lot of it's primarily. So a lot of our customers are people who work in law, like court cases. So we just provide them with a place to do all the recordings, able to just, and then get them from a safe location to the other. We just do a lot of integration with recordings. So provide a software to help people with that. So like audio documentation kind of thing. Yeah. That's very interesting, and I would never have thought that like a company like that needed AI for anything. They wanted something as simple as AI, for example, is really good at transcriptions right now. So obviously they want so something so that's when it's when a company tells you that they want to hit the ground running,
Yeah.
they will not joke. So like, oh yeah, you know how AI works and blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, I know how this. Like, all the stuff you fluff you see in your interview. Like, yeah, I've done this, done that. Of course, I can do this.
Yeah.
See how you come. It's like, oh yeah, we want you to build this. Because right now I'm trying to build a system that record the video and then it transcribes the video, recognizes who is talking in the video,
Okay.
and you can search the video for what someone said in the video.
But that's insane.
So like how I've been saying video multiple times. We want to build a system where like you can literally look up video and then you can see that you can literally see in transcription Ibukun said video in this section at this timestamp during this video that we're talking about.
I'm very I'm very like I'm looking for the word and it doesn't come to me, but there's a saying or there's something that I've heard everywhere that a lot of software engineers right now are quote unquote building their replacement. Right?
Yeah.
So when I think about this super duper AI focused roles, I'm like, do the people who work in those roles have that same sentiment? Like, do you have that sentiment that you are building your replacement?
I guess is okay. So let's take this back a little bit. So I was seeing like technology, especially when it comes to like at least software development or even engineering, is once you understand how things kind of work, you just try to automate that thing. You're like, that like this is the same thing you're doing over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So you're just like, what's the point of once I've done like once, 2 or 3 times, I'm like, okay, this is exactly what everything's supposed to be doing. So just build a system that just does that thing over and over again. Just keeps on going. When it comes to at least when it comes to AI, I feel like a lot of it is hype. A lot of it definitely feels like hype. I know I've already told you like, sometimes it's like this is a lucky bullshit angle.
Yeah.
But when it comes to this particular thing I'm working on, it's something I align very much with them on like what they're trying to solve with this.
Okay.
Because like, yes, this is an actual thing I see. I'm like, this is useful. This is plausible. This is what I'm translating. What's it called? I'm transcribing the video. Yeah. I'm like, that's not me replacing. This is me actually using my knowledge to build something that actually does the job over and over again.
Okay. So where was the first place you heard the term AI? Was it like during university or did you hear it maybe later on during your master's degree?
Oh, I heard
in electrical engineering as well.
I heard it like during my undergrad. I think I heard it.
Okay. Once or multiple times?
I heard it like a few times. Wasn't that much, but I heard it a few times. I looked at it was BS a little bit. I was like, because just for like with statistics and statistics and probability, right? So I was just like, this is like this was a compulsory course I had to take. So I just came in, understood it, and then understood, made sense, and then moved on. Low-key was like, I remember I met like a person at MIT and I thought it was like low-key, like machine learning AI was all BS. This kind of thing. Like, was this, again, this for like hype LinkedIn type of talk.
Yeah. It's like they're promising you a tiger, then you get to learn about it and it's a kitten.
Yeah, right. It was just like, I was like, yeah. And then like, oh, it may not do it. But I ended up taking like ML courses and data science courses. And again, I don't know. I think the problem is, so for so long, I was so used to like, oh, this is something new. And like, I guess before university, this is something new. I wasn't used to like hype being something I was considering always around.
Right.
It was just like, obviously engineering was like something Nigerians have to do or whatever.
So like, Nigerian parents tell you to do what is one of the big three.
Yeah.
So it is law, it is medicine, or you're an engineer. You don't really have a choice.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah. Okay. So, would you say that you had it at the back of your mind that you would want to work with AI as your day job going into your master's?
Yeah. I mean, it's great. So I literally picked AI because I understood what was happening under the hood.
Oh.
That was literally the only reason why I picked it.
That's very interesting because usually I hear the direct opposites. Like, I did not pick AI because I know what is happening under the hood and I'm not interested in that level of math, statistics. And so what are you just attracted to?
So, I like logical
statistics.
I like logical problems. So the thing is, so this is my annoyance with statistics.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it because the numbers are always so messy. It's never clean. It's always messy. But the life of me, I can understand it. Or I can make sense. If I put enough time, it can eventually make sense to me. But I just remember one time I was struggling hard in school and I took AI and machine learning courses to pass simply because it made sense in my head. People were just like, oh, why did you pick this class? Because for some reason it made sense and I will continue doing it.
Okay, so it's just like the one topic that truly came naturally to you.
I don't like saying naturally because it makes it seem like I need putting work into it a little bit. I would say like I found it doable. I had the aptitude for it.
Right. Okay. Okay. I see. So you describe yourself as a full stack developer, as well as like an AI developer as well. So for CS undergrads listening, do you always have to combine those two, or is that a decision born purely out of your own affinity for AI?
Oh, it's not born out of any passion. I didn't become a full stack developer because of my own like personal desire, in personal business.
So why did you become one?
Because the job demanded it, man.
Oh,
the job market demanded you to like. I know everybody has different experiences. I mine is going to be one of like 1,000. See, man, I learned AI, full stack, front end, back end, cloud development because they said you need to know that thing for the job. So I learned all of it.
Did it feel like they were like moving the goalpost? Because why I ask is because as AI is becoming stronger, becoming smarter, learning how to code, I find that a lot of computer engineering, computer science undergraduates, and even some of the people who have been CS professionals for a really, really long time, they find that they have to, bring more to the table. So they are constantly learning new languages, new frameworks, just so that they can bring more to the table and compete with AI. So do you think that's why you kind of had to tack on full stack?
Yes, because initially when I started, I was doing like backend development. You learn pretty fast. Like it's not enough you have to be adaptable and you have to learn really quickly and just start picking up other things too, and learn things as needed, which has been, I guess, has been something I've been continuously learning in the job. Because I guess I would say one thing that I've been blessed in the fact that, especially in my academic career, that I always learned everything I needed before I needed to learn it. So even when I was taking like stupidly hard courses, I already had all the background required to deal with this thing. Versus getting to the job and you're just like, oh my gosh, do you know what Rust is? I'm like, what the hell? What is that? They're like, well, we're writing Rust. Go learn it. Like, I have to deliver in a language I never heard of right now. That's crazy. But yeah, so it's something you continuously have to adapt.
I wonder, so how do you find the time for it, and how do you remain committed to it even when you feel like, okay, I've learned this one, and now they're telling me about Rust when I'm not correct. What is going, like how do you like get into that mindset of I'm here for the long haul, whatever they're throwing at me, I'm ready to catch it and keep moving?
It's it's tough, isn't it?
Sorry. How do you even find the time as well? Because, for instance, for career switchers now, these are people that likely maybe have families.
Yes.
Where do they find the time to sit down in front of the computer and be like, I heard of this new language at work, I must learn it so that I can keep my job?
I guess one thing is find something you can latch onto. Let's say you're learning a language. Find something small you can latch onto. One of the things that definitely stressed me out about it was it felt like everybody who was learning something new was also trying to turn into a business at the same time.
Oh, so that's for startup.
Yeah. It's like literally like even like during my interviews, even when I'm just like, because the thing about me, I like doing drills.
Okay.
Like I literally like doing so for example, I'll coding, let's say I'm learning Rust, right? So I've never coded in Rust. Rust is an example.
Okay.
I'm learning Rust. I will literally sit down to learn Rust just for the sake of knowing Rust. I am not trying to solve any problem other than if let's say I was to rebuild let's say I was supposed to rebuild another application in Rust, I can do it. That's like the goal. It's just like, I know Rust the same way I feel comfortable knowing Python or C++ at this point. So that's like my personal goal. But sometimes I know I get distracted by like, am I building a startup or anything? I'm like, what's the point of all this? So I'll say it's like, find that thing that like, because the plan that works for you is the plan that you actually end up doing.
That's true.
So even if it's something that's like, you want to learn Rust, let's say you always wanted to make a game, sit down and make that game. I mean, sit down and make that game. It doesn't matter if it's only you that plays it. It doesn't matter if it's your baby that plays it. You finish something and you can say you finished in this language.
This language,
just work with that.
good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I see what you mean. So basically, find a use case. It doesn't have to be a startup, but find like a use case that works for you in like your everyday life. Can I give like an example? Let me say I'm learning Python for the first time, and all I want the Python to do is tell me when to drink water.
Yes.
Focus on that one use case, apply it to your life, something that you actually like doing, and you should be fine. Is that your opinion?
Yeah, there will be times you're doubting because you're like, how does this thing? Because it might are like, how will this thing make money? That's what my mind.
These are the issues.
Yeah,
okay.
But, yeah.
So you mentioned earlier on that during your undergrad you took humanities courses as well. So let's get more into, I guess, the personality side of things when it comes to software engineering, full stack, AI, in whatever flavor it comes. So do you believe that it takes a certain kind of personality to succeed in this field? So you've mentioned being adaptable. You've mentioned thinking very logically as well. So are there like any other personality traits that you think are very, I don't know, important or would easily succeed in doing software engineering?
Being a great communicator, and just being personable, it can be very helpful.
I'm very shocked by that answer.
Yeah, it's not enough. I see. It has not been enough for me to just know the thing. And even sometimes, man, being a good communicator allows you to buy time so you can know the thing. So it's really knowing how to like talk about what you're going through, because sometimes frankly you don't even know. Sometimes you may not even understand enough to even give a proper estimate.
Yeah.
So it helps you to even buy the time a little bit.
That's very shocking because every time I think about, a coder, I think about somebody in a basement, with a hoodie, and all they're doing is pack it away for like 5 days at a stretch. No shower, no food, just grind.
See, low key sometimes.
So what do you mean communication?
Because like I'm still an employee, so I got answers to people, I got timelines and deadlines to live up to meet up, and that's one of the things I even learned from my early developers. Because like we say good communicator, knowing how to express yourself, knowing how to just talk through problems, and you know how to bubble a little bit. It took you far. You know how to take far, not even just what that is it buffer time.
Buffer time.
No, you need to know how to use your buffer time. You need to have to create buffer time for yourself.
So tell them what buffer time means.
So buffer time is basically just extra time for yourself that you just extra time give yourself at work. And sometimes maybe say something that takes like in your mind it takes 6 hours. As a developer, just double that.
Tell you when is this feature going to be ready? 12 days.
Yeah, let's do that. Oh, what's that thing? Under promise, over deliver. Because I've been stressing and apparently I'm over delivering. I didn't even realize that.
Why did you learn you were over delivering?
Because it was so where I'm working at is it's a mergers and acquisition company.
Okay.
I'm working directly with one of the acquisitions.
I see.
So even though I'm an employee of the M&A, I am also a direct employee of the acquisition.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So a lot of the people, the portfolio manager, one that manages all the acquisitions, including mine, is talking to my manager's manager, and everybody just like, oh my gosh, we like this new employee. He's meeting up with the deadlines. He's even suggesting these new updates. He's suggesting these new updates, these new features, and we're just like putting them through the pipeline, like moving faster than we thought. And I'm just feel like, how do I have time to even talk to you right now? So like, again, this is good. It's all about perception. It's corporate life, man.
Perception is most
Perception is currency.
90%.
God,
Unfortunately.
currency,
Unfortunately.
yeah.
So more on the humanities,
Yeah.
your stress levels, let's just say generally, rate it on a scale of 1 to 5, generally.
Okay. When I was searching for the job, that's just what it was skyrocketed. First, I was like, do this, doing like
the job market is crazy.
But see, we passed that, we thank the Lord. Now, my stress levels have been relatively calm. Because a new job, then I had to move, and then just a lot of I had to move and then all of stuff outside of that. At the same time, also kept doing new stuff on the job.
Now that like you're settled and
settling, yes, yeah.
If it was just the job that you had to bother about, what would you say your stress levels from the job itself were on a scale of 1 to 5?
Not as bad as let's say 3.5.
3.5. That's like right around a little over average.
Yeah.
A little over average. What would you say that was from?
I don't know whether it's just because you have the job now, so I'm just less stressed from it, or some crazy way that being stressed over during the time when I was looking for the job, that the actual stress of doing the job doesn't really compare to that initial stress.
So like you know what, I'm going to scrap that question. I don't think you'll be like a reliable source for it right now, because you still have something that's pretty recent to compare.
Yeah.
So fair. That's absolutely fair enough. So
I mean, the job itself, even was getting like stressful. Like even my manager was like, "They're giving you a lot." And I'm like, "See, I know like you're eating up a bunch of my time, but I'm just like, I mean, I don't have to give it. I just have to give it more. I just have to be in this.
Yeah.
I can't really like. Oh my gosh, it's been 2 days. I'm like, I need to have been in this shit for like 2 weeks for me to like give my verdicts about how crazy it's going. Because I mean, I know, but I learned that just because something is hard early doesn't mean that it to be hard forever. So you have to be willing to just sit in the shit for a little bit. And if it still feels like shit long down the line, that's when you say like, okay, maybe it's a problem.
Something has to change here. Okay, that's a very good answer, and I think I understand it from that point of view better. So you work remotely sometimes?
I work remote all the time.
All the time. So what is something peculiar or something that you've noticed about remote work as someone who works with software that most people wouldn't expect to struggle with?
I don't know, people struggle with like actually sitting down and getting work done.
Really?
Just straight up like sit down and just getting the work done. I know some people definitely struggle like, oh my god, they have all these distractions in the home or like whatever. This you have kids, that kind of stuff. Right? Me is first thing I did was my study space and my bed are not in the same space at all. So I literally just like as soon as the work day starts, my bedroom is locked.
It's like
I don't touch it.
So you don't go close to your bed.
I don't go close to my bedroom. I stay on my desk and I make sure I'm always reachable until 5.
Okay.
Once it's past 5, I mean I've had like off. This is how I know that like my life as a developer, being unemployed, and also my life as a developer has been kind of crazy. They're like, this guy's been reaching out to me at 8 p.m. on my 8 p.m. Like this is already past work day. I'm like, oh yeah, what's this? Oh yeah, what's this issue? Okay, I'll check it out right now and let's go back. So even though like I'm 8 to 5, I'm like, you can answer me. Like I am there. And even though like it's past 5, as far as they're concerned, I'm not gonna look at that thing until like the next day. But I still like check it. I've literally had recently, I can't remember, it was a week or 2 weeks ago, I had a meeting at 5:30 a.m.
Yes, I heard about this. But then again, you're working with like different time
zones. So
time zones. Rather, how has that been? Like, you're saying good morning and they're saying good night.
Yeah.
You're saying hello, they're saying goodbye. How has it been juggling that?
It's been interesting because they have an offshore. It's a remote developer team in Ukraine. So that's where a lot of developers are. The most experienced developers are in that team there. So again, learned early on that like you gotta make some I like calling them sacrifices, but you just gotta like make the time to get some stuff done. So even though like So even though I already spend sometimes during the day, like I'm not really doing as much as maybe I could be doing during like actual work hours. But sometimes off those over, I just chop it up to like I'm the time now that I used to actually work during this time. I'm going to use it at like 5:30 to reach out to the Ukraine team to get something done. So I know like people are like, why you do work at 5:30? Bro, like this is
balancing act. Like if I don't work now, I won't be able to speak to them for the rest of the day. They will be asleep.
Like well, once it's past 10, I'm like that done. I'll 10 a.m. Once it's past 10 a.m. I can't talk to them. I'm like, bro, my day had just started.
That's like less than 2 hours into your work day.
Yes.
Nah.
And then we already spend that time doing like Scrum updates. So already like I need to talk to them one on one, and then half of that time is them giving updates to the entire team. I'm like, I need to talk to you personally. I don't have time for this. So I have to like. So you have to. I said it doesn't make that extra.
You know, like you're not the first person that's like has, I guess, explained their schedule like this to me. But every time someone speaks to me about their remote work schedule, I'm like, if you are working in person, you will be doing less. I'm like, sometimes I feel like remote work is a little scammy. But you know what? As long as you're in your home, saving that money on travel, saving even the stress to your body on travel, it's a lot of times it is worth it.
That convenience.
A lot of that convenience, unmatched.
You know, sometimes I literally haven't. I don't know if it's comes to say, but sometimes I haven't had my first shower until the lunch break. So like I go to the because like this I know this not everyone has the same problem. So like my work day starts at 8, like officially. Technically I can roll into 8:30, but like I have to like see I'm still like kind of early. I still gotta be a respectable employee. So I still make sure 8 on the dot I'm at my desk.
At least you're green.
I'm green, yes. Now, problem is I like to go to the gym and I like to be there for like a while. And then the gym doesn't open until like 6
a.m.
6 a.m. Or like during transplant, I can't get there until like earliest 6 a.m. Okay. So now like I can't be at the gym for an hour and a half because that's 7:30. And then that means 30 minutes to wrap up, clean up, come back, get ready for the office. So sometimes I just come back, throw my bag on the ground and just go to work. And then have my bath for like the lunch break.
That's is remote work for you. Okay, final question as we're wrapping up. We've I guess slightly mentioned every couple questions that like this is a recently new job, like this is a recent job, basically. So I would like to, I think you have a pretty fresh perspective on what the employment market is right now for CS grads, for computer engineering, for anybody within software. So what was it as you were leaving, and what do you envision it will be going forward, like into, let's say, 5 years ahead from now?
5 years ahead is tough, but
2 years maybe.
But when I was into it, it was a little bit tough. Looking back, I said there's more I could do. Though when I describe it, people were like, "You did everything." I'm like, "Did I really do everything?" But there's feel like there could be more I could have done, more opportunities I could have taken advantage of. But I guess you just have to. I guess one of you just have to trust and have faith that things work out. You know, you have to just keep on pressing on. I mean, it's tough when that's happening. I know people told me, I was like, I'm struggling here. Just tell them, just trust and have faith. But it was just like, look at what the demand is. Don't let yourself get too distracted by everything you feel like the job market requires you to know.
What do you mean by the demand?
So maybe you feel like you need to learn every single framework under the sun. So something like learning framework under the sun. In my opinion, just understand what problems those frameworks are trying to solve, and just stick with one.
In your case, what was the?
So let's say, for example, full stack AI developer.
Okay.
So I knew that. So for even do front end development, there are many options. There's Vue, there's Astro, there's React, there's WPF. That's like the stuff for Windows desktops. Pick one. I picked React. The rest did not exist in my mind. You will learn them as you learn them. This one, I literally came in only React and Python. I React Python, like React and Python essentially, and these guys have this coding in C#. They're like, oh, because you have experience working with that, you can start have to pick this one up and you'll be fine. And so far we've been working out fine. So I guess understand that under the hood for why do they want you see the why or why they want you to know these things, and then just like just focus on one thing at a time. So if you're doing backend, many languages, C Sharp, Python, Kotlin, just pick one. I picked Python. To say like make myself easier, just pick Python. Frontend was I used to use Python for machine learning too. So
Yes.
I just picked those languages and just laser focus on those. Even when I was doing like side gigs, I was like pushing it to like, hey, can we learn this and that?
Oh,
So
so,
Python.
so you were steering their ship
I was saying,
in your own direction.
yeah, you gotta make the most of like what you can do. So okay, so don't spread yourself too thin. Find out if the job seems like asking a lot. Look at why they're asking about that, and then just focus on the tools that maximize that for you. And continue, I'm gonna say, continue networking, continue networking, going in person, meeting people.
Yeah.
And then continue to just work on your craft and just continue to like trust and person.
So practice, practice, practice. Even if like you're currently looking for something,
yes,
just I guess would you say don't go a week without practicing something? Okay, maybe a month.
Maybe don't go a week. See, personally, for me, I like always continuing practicing. It makes me stay fresh. And in undergrad, I had so one of the things I made me survive undergrad was as much as like sometimes I'd be an idiot, like just doing whatever I want to do, even though I'm putting all nighters. There wasn't a there wasn't a day in undergrad that you could not ask me what we were doing in class that I didn't know. If you were to test me, if we're like in week 4, everything from week 1 to week 5, I already knew. I made sure that every point I was fine with that. That's one thing that made me survive undergrad. So I'll say that, hey, this is
same mentality here as well.
Same mentality. You gotta like, I know you feel fear of being left behind, but just always stay ready. And I know it's tough to stay ready, but just always keep doing that. What I like in my job right now is like it scopes these things down a lot for me.
How so?
I need to know like 2 languages right now. And this is the problem they want me to solve. Said only 2 languages and 1 problem, I'm set.
You know what? That's like I would say that's a familiar concept with most other jobs as well. Whatever job you're getting, they have their own way of doing things, and they will tell you exactly what it is that you need to know to apply to the job that you're doing. So, for instance, you could pick. Let me say, I'm guessing. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's say if you came in and what they that's what you already said, like you knew React, you knew Python, but they were doing C Sharp.
Yes.
But so they kind of gave you that grace period to learn how to do their own things, and then you ended up.
Oh, right. Like when they gave me when I signed the employment letter, they literally said we need a developer that knows these specific things and solves certain problems. That 3-week period before I started, the way I just learned everything and just entered the job, wasting time. I was like, okay, this is C Sharp, no problem, let's enter. And we learned, I learned, no problem.
Okay, fine. Final question. Could you give me a summary of what you experienced from undergrad to masters to this job, just within the software engineering industry? How would you say your experience differs from a person who isn't African and Black?
I'm sure there's definitely macroaggressions along the way, but like my mind has just been so focused on like, the logical aspects of trying to like the logical problem solving or trying to figure out how to navigate in this space. I guess there's always been a pressure to always overperform as much as you can. You feel like you're never doing enough.
Has anyone ever like hinted that they expect you to kind of prove that that like you should be here, either in undergrad, masters, your to day job before even before this job I'm talking about.
Okay. I don't usually say they're going to prove. I guess maybe mine is just I'm one of the few that didn't get experience something that as explicit as I thought, explicitness to it, or maybe because already in some ways held myself to that kind of high standard a little bit or not. It's hard to say because like in undergrad, at least academically, I was doing extremely well. Some of my professors were just immigrants. Also, I never stressed too much about that. personally. And even like my crew, they were like the crew, like my study crew in like undergrad, they were all white, but like they didn't really care. They just wanted like, yo, are you a cool dude and do you know your stuff? And like that's what everybody was like. So we just sat down and got our stuff done. And engineering was different.
I feel like engineering is tough enough that nobody really has the energy for much else.
I remember like people just playing Nigerian kids in engineering, so maybe that was it.
Okay, bias. That's quite biased. So I am asking because you have some experience working with the Black Founders Network.
Yeah.
How was that how was that overall experience um working with mostly people who look like you in this field compared to working with like majority people who do not look like you?
This one was because the Black Founders Network, I work with mostly startups and helping founders like get their products like up to standard.
Was it Black Founders?
Black Founders, yeah. So it was, I'll say like, because it's hard to say because it felt like my career was actually progressing a little bit because that was the main thing I was focused on. So versus, excuse me, so starting like junior level where you're just like fixing bugs, they don't even trust you to look at anything at that point in time. And now like you're working with Black Founders Network and it's like you are responsible for this entire thing. I'm like, my mind is just like, okay, it's just in that career progression. So
yeah.
I know obviously there's the power of working with other Black founders and all of that. I guess there's a level of comfort in getting your job done. There's more a level of trust in there. But it's also like that also kind of what you expect to happen as your career is progressing. People trust you more with like taking this thing off the ground and all that. So it's hard to say. It felt more like just a career progression rather than the actual cultural difference that may have been there.
Okay, I see. So what I'm hearing is that
it's a little bit it hasn't been that noticeable for me as much
for you.
For me personally like that.
Okay. You know what? These are the things that we like to hear. Like this is the good reports that I would always want to hear from like jobs in STEM particularly because like I am a proponent for more Black people everywhere, especially in STEM. So it is a good indication that like we're comfortable there. You know what I mean? See you guys in the next one. Thank you, Ibukun, for joining me.
Yeah, everyone.
Everybody say thank you, Ibukun.